Hey everyone, how you doing? We are looking at the Wanted Baron quest. There are 6 in total. This is stage 1, investigate Lonewolf Lair for clues. There are 3 inside Kane's mansion, and the first one we're going to be looking at is the one inside of the vault. So to get inside the vault, first of all you need some thermite. Throw it at the door and it will start burning through each of those locks. While it's doing that, it will spawn a number of alpha guards and one of the sort of heavy alpha henchmen. So once it blows through, we are going to go inside the vault. We're going to grab some of those chests, get them opened up. I took a bit of a hammer in there, so let's get a little bit of shield going just in case another player pops up. Some good weaponry and some escape equipment there. We'll open up this one. There's a pulse scanner, so we'll drop that at the entrance. It's pretty good when it goes off to let you know if there are other players in that area. As you can see over my shoulder, that is the first thing we're looking for, an empty rack of gold. Kane usually has more of these and cash on hand than this. Where did the bars go? So that is the first one complete. The second one is a mask on the wall just to the left hand side of the vault entrance, so we'll interact with that one. A mask, it could mean nothing unless, and then we are heading upstairs through the main entrance, up the stairs, in through the double doors, and on Kane's desk is a file. Interact with that and we will get a note about the 0 point shard, and that is stage 1 completed. Opening up stage 2. So stage 2 is purchase a legendary or better item from a black market. 3 locations, but to purchase a legendary or better item you have to have a dill bit, and there are 2 ways of getting those. First is being the first one into the black market area, getting yourself to the outlaw chest and opening it. It has to be a rare outlaw card or higher. The other way is to get to Magic Moss's, interact with Midas and purchasing one from him for 100 gold. Once you get into it, there is the outlaw chest. Open that, it'll drop a couple of bits and pieces, dill bit, and then you can purchase a legendary or an exotic item. Once you complete that purchase, it will complete stage 2, opening our way to stage 3. So stage 3 is to eliminate Baron's alpha heavy henchmen to collect their orders, and there are a number of ways of doing this. First up is that we need to hit a vault, so get yourself some thermite, chuck it onto the door, it'll start burning through it. Once it starts burning through, it will start to spawn alpha guards. Eventually, I think by the time you complete stage 2, stage 3, it will spawn in an alpha heavy. Kill that heavy and it will drop a file. That is the order and you need to pick it up, so don't just kill it and run away like I'm about to do here. Otherwise it will not give anything to you and you might get a little bit confused as to why you've not gotten any credit for it. You need to pick up that file that it drops. It looks exactly the same as the one we just took off Kane's desk as part of the investigation of Lonewolf Lair. The second option that I did try but it didn't seem to work was hitting the security trucks that are going around. Now if you do check your map, the security truck with a vault on it I think will spawn in a heavy, but I never got to one to check it. The other way to do this is to go to a radar station and take down the alpha heavy, who is surrounded by 2 bodyguards. Pick up the file that they drop and it will give you a completion for that as well. And you can do this either of those ways, a combination of them. You could hit 3 vaults, you could hit 3 radar stations, whatever it takes to get the job done. Once it's completed like that, it will then open up stage 4. Stage 4 is then to rob the armoured train or an armoured transport. Either one will do and you only need to do one to trigger the completion for this one. The train follows the tracks all the way round, or you can go for one of the armoured transports. They will be noted on the map as a truck going around or a truck with a vault symbol on it. The good thing about this quest is you do not even need to be there when it completes. So get yourself some thermite, slap it onto the back. You don't even have to fight the guards, you could go and hide nearby and wait for it to burn all the way through. You're not needing to pick anything up from it when it happens, and as soon as it completes it will trigger the completion for you. As you'll see here, I start fighting the guards and then somebody's taking a pot shot from that wee cliff up there with a sniper rifle. As you can just see them in the distance with the flash just up there. They missed the first one, they hit me with the second one, and all of a sudden I'm like, how on earth has I just went and lost all this damage? Went and hid behind this tree while chug-jugging it to get my health and shield back up. and the guy hits me again, and it triggers and I'm not even there. So it's a good one, and it opens up stage 5. Stage 5 is to investigate the mask workshop. There are 3 items to be investigated, and we are heading to Masked Meadows for that. And if you remember right from the start of the previous season, it is this building here. There's a large kite item kind of hovering above it. So you'll notice it because it is surrounded by a pink mist. Get yourself inside the building, and just as you're about to hit the stairs going down is the first item to be investigated. The fog makes my skin tingle. The island isn't happy with whatever is happening here. So from here we are then heading down into the basement area. So we'll drop in down through these stairs, and we're going all the way down into the basement area, which you may recall from some of the quests from previous seasons. If you're tracking this quest, you'll get the wee white diamonds popping up, which will give you an indicator of the areas that you need to go into. We're going to grab some of these chests as well, because this is right at the start of a match, and already the kill count is dropping at a good rate, but there could be players hiding down here as well. So we want to make sure we've got enough weaponry to look after ourselves if we need to. As we get down into the workshop itself, you can see the 2 white diamonds with the exclamation marks. Those are the last 2 areas that we need to investigate. Second one is this kind of circuit board here. Something sinister was made with this machine. And then the third one is the missing rack of gold from the vault from one of the previous stages. Investigate that. The Baron's missing gold bars. This is starting to add up, and I don't like the solution I am getting. Stage 5 is now complete, opening up stage 6, which is then to report the discoveries to Midas. Midas is located in the basement area of the black market, just opposite the coloured fields, and inside the building to the left here. You go in through the garage doors or through that side window. We've got somebody coming up at us, so let's kill these guys quickly before we end up getting killed. We'll grab some stuff, we'll heal ourselves up a little bit. We'll grab that sniper as well for later on, and we'll just heal up just while we're in, because the one thing to say about the black market areas is that they are heavily camped by certain players who are just waiting for people to come down and try and get into the areas. Even long into the game, they'll sit and wait and ambush you. So just be very careful when you're coming down into these spaces. Normally in here, in those wee side pockets just through that tunnel, under the stairs, sometimes in behind this door, and certainly behind you when you drop down here, just in that location there. Go up, speak to Midas. You can also buy a dill bit from him if you need to. There are some footprints, and what we're looking to do is just hit the report bit. That'll do the final bit, and that is the full 6 stages complete. That's the video, guys. Drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel. That is my creator code should you wish to use it in the item shop, and here is another video for you to watch. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers. Bye bye.